Let's talk about books, Shody. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the weird things and the good things that we read. Let's talk about books.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Book Club. Today we have Shell Bell and Jody Lee in the house.
Totally.
And we are here to discuss some things that we've been consuming. Boy, it has been another whirlwind week. But what have you been consuming this past week?
I am in the middle of The Good Daughter, and it's amazing.
Yes.
Have you read it?
Yes.
It's so good. And it's in Georgia, North Georgia, which I'm familiar with. And so I understand some of the conversations
Yes.
that they're having about the small towns and, the changes.
Yes.
I also read a Rethinking Success, which I found to be very good. Just, it's not about chasing the dollar, it's about being part of a community.
Yes.
It's a good book. And I read Friend Request by Laura Marshall.
Okay.
I mentioned it last week, but I finished it, and it is it's one of your type of books. I think you should read it. It's very suspenseful. I'm sure you would guess immediately the twists and turns, but it kept me on the edge of my seat. And I mentioned I wrecked the halls last time. You guys read it. It's such a good holiday book. Wreck the Halls. I really liked it. As for TV, I really haven't seen it. I haven't really consumed. I did consume overhearing conversations about the Real Housewives,
Yes.
and all the craziness that's happening on Real Housewives.
Insane.
Insane. And we're really been, you know, pretty busy trying to wrap up our 2025 um, season 2 and getting all the celebrations. And we would love for you guys to join us and come celebrate with us. It's been such a fun ride, and we really love all of the support and all the exciting things that we have in store. We have some surprises for you guys coming up, and we're pretty stoked about it.
Yes, we're so excited. We're going to have a happy hour. And if you go on to Adjacent Connectors, then you will learn more about that, but you're invited. And then Shelly's going to be having a brunch in December. So keep an eye out. Go frequently to the Adjacent Podcast Connectors on Facebook because there's so many hilarious polls, and then it gives you some updates about what's coming up, what's the fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the polls while you tell us what.
I think I must have misheard. Maybe it was Jessica who said that she read Bloodline, and I thought she said Bloodlines, and I started reading Bloodlines, which is a book about a girl named Sydney who um, is a human alchemist, but she also helps protect vampires. I don't know. I think it's for young people. Yeah. And it's a little not my style of book. So I think I need to figure out what she was talking about with Bloodline. Because I think I downloaded the wrong book.
Hilarious.
So it got on Goodreads, it got like 4.2 stars. And I'm like, what am I missing? But I am not a vampire theme book lover. I'm not into it at all. And then I was listening to a podcast, one of my favorite podcasts, Betrayal. And there was a woman named Helen Naylor who was recently interviewed about her mom growing up, and this isn't a spoiler alert, she goes into it, but her mom, she realizes later on after her mom's passed and she's reading through her mom's every day she journaled from like when she was 14 on, and she read her mom's journals and realized that her mom had been faking an illness and multiple illnesses her entire life of the daughter. Munchausen, and acting like she had chronic fatigue syndrome and other ailments, and she did not.
Mm.
So while her daughter was off at school, she would go on outings and do all these different things. And then when her daughter came home, her daughter was basically a caretaker to her mom and her dad, who was actually extremely ill. And the little girl's life was so sad because she really suffered from abuse. And her mom would write about actually abusing her, breaking her arm, trying to poison her, things like that. And it's really, really sad. I highly recommend the book. One thing that Shelly and I are excited about consuming is there's a new Mexican food restaurant coming to North Austin and Burnett Road called Betty's Mexican Cuisine.
Mama Betty.
Mama Betty's. And Shelly went and did a little tour. And if you look at her TikTok, you will find it in there. And then because it wasn't open, we ended up going to Billy's, which is a dive bar near our house, or my house. And then also went and met Mark and Cece for some well-needed time together, since one of our good friends that you've heard about us talk about has passed away, Matt, with his brave battle with cancer. He had brain cancer, and we just want to send out all our love. Those of you that pitched in to their GoFundMe, it's still up if you would like to make a donation. And it is in our notes. You'll see it in our notes, as well as if you have not listened to Matt Catalano's interview, please go back and listen to it. It's a heartfelt memoir of his life and his loves. So what an amazing human. And Shelly went and hugged on Lee and gave her all our love. And right now I am in Fort Collins and hanging out with my sister-in-law, who had an accident, and just getting to see what a brave individual she is. So, and Fort Collins, it's a little chilly for me. I'm having to wear my giant coat. Everybody else is just walking around like in shorts and a t-shirt.
It's so funny. It is so funny. Well, we had a very I'm glad you're in Fort Collins taking care of Mary. That
Yeah.
brings me some peace.
Yeah.
I wish I was with y'all.
Yeah. Sure.
We had a very funny poll this week though.
Yes.
The question was, what is the best Dolly Parton song ever? And we wanted to like let everybody know that Throwdown Thursday, we were going to be discussing this. And so we gave everybody, what is your favorite? And the options were 9 to 5. 0 people said 9 to 5.
Yeah, because that's a dumb song.
Yeah. But Islands in the Streams was appreciated by Michelle Cole, Jody Lee, Kendra, which we knew because that has Kenny Rogers in it, and she
everybody loves Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, and Heather Pratt and Holly David Pringle, they love that song. I Will Always Love You was Carrie Keith, Mindy again, and Pam McCullough, and Kathy Alpara, and Bonita.
Awesome.
Why'd you come in here looking like that? Got 0 votes, and I disagree with you
love
guys.
that song.
That's a really good song. And Here You Come Again, which is a great song.
That's a good one.
Jackie Spencer and Robin, our friend Robin, Warren, Jolene, that was a write-in. And Krista Kuhn chose that. And I know Michelle Cole also liked, she said Jolene. And
I think Krista Kuhn put that just to be the opposite of
just a contrarian. Benita also said Jolene, and Michelle Cole, of course. Lorasa recommended Code of Many Colors. So you guys, we really, really, really appreciate.
We like when y'all get involved in the polls. It's really funny.
We appreciate the polls, the poll involvement. But you guys are all wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely wrong. So go listen to Throwdown Thursday from last week, and you will get the right answer about the best Dolly Parton song ever written.
But it wasn't in there.
It wasn't an option.
Island in the Stream.
Yeah, it wasn't in there, but still. You guys, none of those are the best Dolly Parton songs.
Yeah,
period.
You're
period.
Wrong.
Go listen, and our friend, our one and only fan, Cheryl CC, she listened to the Throwdown Thursday, and she said that she was laughing out loud while she was walking down the street. And so she had lots of comments, and we're hoping she will send us audio of her comments. But we love all the interaction. We want to hear from you guys. The good, the bad, the ugly. We don't care. Share it with us. We want to hear from you guys.
Well, I have to do a shout out for Jordan, who was able to slice our favorite song into the podcast, because we, as I think we're almost boomer age. Just kidding.
Well, some of us, yeah.
We could not figure it out. So she was such a helper. I love her so much. But I don't think that that's her favorite song. But that's okay. You know, we're right. Y'all are wrong.
Yeah. If you disagree, start your own podcast. Call me.
Call me. We do have a new Throwback Thursday coming, but Shelly, I think this one I need you to do some prep before we do it.
I'm fine. I'm fine. We're good.
Because it's going to be one that you're going to want to debate separate from what I say.
That's fine. I can debate Jody.
So you don't want the topic.
I know. Well, it doesn't matter. I can debate. I can debate the opposite of anything.
No, but I want you to pick something that you think.
Well, I might agree with you then.
Oh, that's true. You might.
We'll see. I love the spontaneity of it. We can always pause. We can always pause and go, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to deep dive that." We'll get back, but you know, the spontaneity of it, I love. So.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for, just being supporters. And I've been listening to all the adjacent podcasts, and I'm just like, the ShodyMedia, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, there are some talented people out there.
Kidding. So. And I love the showcase. Thanks for enjoying all the shows. I do have to make a correction.
Uh-oh.
For the request of my spouse. I have for a long time, since childhood, decided that I was my own life partner. I have to be good with
soulmate, right?
I am my soulmate, and I have to love me first, and or I can't be a good partner to somebody. And I've had that feeling for a long time, and I've shared it in different women's groups, and everybody thinks it's so funny, and and it gets some press. And Kim has, said it. She said on her podcast.
I heard her say that.
Yeah, and Adrian was like, "I am your life partner, your soul."
Yeah,
because you can have more than one. And I go, absolutely,
absolutely.
I feel like Jody is one of my soulmates. I feel like Adrian's one of my soulmates, and I feel like soulmates come in and out of your life, and sometimes you're super connected.
Yeah,
and other times, ebb and flow. And so Adrian is 100% one of my soulmates. I just have to love myself first, and be crystal clear about that.
And I'm gonna say, in our generation, that has not been something that's been a gift given to us. Is, put your mask on first.
yeah,
Love yourself. None of us were taught that. We were definitely a generation of, take care of everybody and then you. And
yeah.
so learning to be your own soulmate is very important. So
Yeah. And I think the millennials and the Gen Z, you're welcome. We went through all these struggles, and now y'all can be like, we're parenting ourselves. We're doing all this ourselves. Well, yeah, because we did the groundwork. You're welcome.
yes. So are you of the Snoop Dogg? I want to thank me.
I want to
thank
think,
me.
I want you to thank me. I want you to thank me because you wouldn't be here if all of the generations before you didn't do the good work.
Right.
And
I think it's
so,
so good how advanced they are in their self-care and
me
their
too.
I love how they are willing to put up some boundaries, and hopefully people will listen to their boundaries because boundaries are healthy.
I love
And
it.
it's not a mean thing for somebody to put up a boundary.
No
That
way.
is a way that they can be more present when they're available to you. So boundaries are vital. And if you're
Boundaries are the
struggling with
best.
putting up boundaries, just say, I need these boundaries in place so that I can be the best person I can.
Well,
So,
and going back to the soulmate, and I feel where that is truly rooted is only I can make myself joyful. I cannot bring joy externally. There's not something, a certain relationship or certain partnership or certain car, bag, pair of shoes that's going to bring me joy. I can, do the good work and treat myself to shoes and have a joyous moment, but having a life of joy is about yourself.
well, and when you put the pressure on somebody else bringing you joy,
Mhm.
that is something they can't sustain, and it's not their
Oh
responsibility.
my gosh, it's not their
Mhm.
responsibility. And Adrian was like, I am one of your soulmates. And I was like, absolutely.
Oh, of
You're
course he
of
is.
course.
Of course
That
he
is not
is.
taking away from you. And I love that you are your own soulmate and I get to be an extra soulmate in your life and that Steve gets to be an extra soulmate in your life and that you have this, well-rounded health
And
your
his dad
sister and
is
dad. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And it's like I'm so grateful for that. And I don't want to take away from the value of the relationship with Adrian at all. It's
No, you love that guy. I love
yeah,
that guy, my brother.
yeah. A huge fan. I'm a huge fan. I'm glad to have a front row seat to that life. And
Oh,
so
one other place that Shelly and I consumed, sorry,
no,
is we went to Angels. I
yeah.
happened to celebrate our sister's birthdays, and I loved it. It was super fun. We played some King's Corners. We chilled out. It was a beautiful day. A really cool sports bar outside of Austin, I thought. It looked like a great place for people to bring families and pets and you name it. And it wasn't that far of a drive, and it was lovely. And I'd like to go back. That was super
Yeah.
fun.
It was really, really cute.
Yes.
We'll,
Anyway,
we'll share the pictures of us all being angels.
we were angels. Shelly shot the finger. She's a
A
devil,
contrarian,
a
a
devil
double angel.
angel.
Suck it, nerds.
So good. All right. I love you, Shelly.
Texas, Texas.
Yeehaw.
Ah.